right, we're here. We're ready. Good evening, everybody. Hi, Amy. I didn't get a chance to type in my hellos, but nice to see you. And I'm just, I think I ran a few seconds late, but not too bad. So hello, I'm looking into the camera now. I'm using my reality set tonight. This is my actual studio in the background with some of the Christmas decorations that the owner, John, put up. And he's really into Christmas decorations. And there's a tree. You can see the tree in this other view there. And but I was here been spending a lot of time in the studio lately. Excuse me for having the reverb on. Yeah, okay, now the reverb's off. Voice should sound much better. Okay. Last night did a private party with Lori Sears on saxophone. And it's difficult for her to get over here because she is over about 2 hours away, actually, driving time. And when we play a late gig like we did last night, it gets pretty late. And so we're going to try to get her over here for one of my virtual piano bar gigs. Last night's gig was private, so I'm sorry that I couldn't invite everybody to see it, but it was a private Zoom session for a flower club in the Chicago area. And it was, I think it was 95% women, and they were very enthusiastic of having a jazz concert. It was kind of a concert that we put on last night, Lori Sears and I. We did a Miles Davis theme, and plus a couple of Christmas carols, Christmas songs, I should say. So I have my reality set. I know I asked for comments last week, and some people said that they like the green screen with the kind of jazz club detail, and some people say they like this. So I'm going to kind of do a little bit of both as we go along. So thank you all for coming, and anything else is happening this week? Getting ready for Christmas. I might even start with a Christmas type of a song, or wintry seasonal song. I wonder if there's anyone from the garden club, the Inverness Flower and Garden Club that was at the private party last night. I wonder if there's anybody here from there tonight. I don't know. I invited them to come to my virtual piano bar. It is free. The tipping is not required. It's helpful, I have to admit. And I've had comments lately that people cannot find the tip button. So I don't know what I'm going to have to think about that. I might stop it when I take my wine break. I might post it. Miles Green is here on a Sunday. Happy Hanukkah. Merry Christmas, almost everybody. Yeah. Miles Green is here. I didn't expect you to come on a Sunday, but it's nice to see you. Or maybe you're just peeking in during your dinner party. So, good. All right, well, let's do a Merry Christmas or seasonal wintry song. Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? Glow is glistening, a beautiful sight. We're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away, is the bluebird here to stay? Is the new bird? We sing a love song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he's Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man, but you can do the job when you're in town. Later on we'll conspire as we dream by the fire to face unafraid the plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland. listening in the lane. Snow is glistening. A beautiful sight. We're happy tonight. Walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away is the bluebird. Here to stay is the new bird. We'll sing a love song as we go along. Walking in a winter wonderland. And in the meadow we can build a snowman. Pretend that he's Parson Brown. We'll say, I am Aaron Basando, and you can do the job when you're in town. Later on we'll conspire as we dream by the fire to face unafraid the plans that we made. Walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter wonderland. Ho, 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 ho. We're getting in the Christmas spirit now. Yep, I've got the lights back there. I got the Christmas tree back there. I got my long hair from not going out anywhere for the past few months. It's kind of a little shaggy, actually. I need to do something about that. Oh, well. See, other than that, I can't think of anything new. Amy, thank you. Thanks. Oh, a tie. Yeah, the tie. It was a gift from a friend, from her father, who was like a World War II veteran. So I have a hunch it's like a early 50s Art Deco type of a thing, you know. Yeah, it is cool. Okay. And also, by the way, I've got so many buttons here, my head is spinning. Going to have the Sinatra Tribute Zoom concert coming up Saturday, December 12th, and it's going to be pretty fun. I've already got a bunch of people who have said they are coming, and so that's going to be very special coming up this Saturday night. A little addition to my usual schedule of Wednesday and Sunday. Oh, sorry, I had the reverb on while I'm talking. I got to remember that. You know what I need is a foot pedal, Miles. I bet you have one like that, a little foot pedal. I can just go click, click, turn the reverb off when I'm talking. Anyway, there's always some other gadget that you want to get, right? Miles, I know Miles likes gadgets. He was a high-tech person when we were playing together over at the Tuscany in Oak Brook. Yep. So, I think it's time for a nice little Michel Legrand. Uh-oh, my friend, I was trying my French. It wasn't too good there. But here's Anne-Marie. She speaks quite elegant French. So, hello Anne-Marie from Eastern Canada. Nice to see you. Michel Legrand wrote this song. Let someone start believing in you. Let him hold out his hand. Let him touch you and watch what happens. Want someone who can look in your eyes and see into your heart. Let him hold you and watch what happens. Can't believe your heart is cold. Maybe just afraid to be broken again. Oh, let someone with that deep love to give that deep love to you. And what magic you'll see. Let someone give his heart, someone who cares like me. let someone start believing in you. Let him hold out his hand. Let him touch you and watch what happens. Want someone who can look in your eyes and see into your heart. Watch what happens. Cold, I can't believe your heart is cold. Maybe just afraid to be broken again. Oh, let someone with that deep love to give that deep love to you, and what magic you'll see. Let someone give his heart, someone who cares like me. All right, Michel Legrand, one of the great composers of recent times. And Miles says, where's the menorah? You know, that's a good question. I should have a menorah back there on the counter as part of the Christmas decor in the background. And maybe Miles can tell us, what is the date of Hanukkah this year? I know I think it falls on a different date every year, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not actually sure, but if we're still in the Hanukkah season for the next concert, I'll try to get a menorah of some kind, even if it's a virtual image of a menorah on the screen or something. We'll see. Okay. Well, here's a song that I'll be doing for the Sinatra special. I'm going to use you guys, since we're all friends, practice a little song. This is a Cole Porter song. I've done it here before. It's one I do Sinatra songs anyway during my regular repertoire. So this is, we used to call humorously the earthquake song, but it's actually called At Long Last Love. Oh, okay, so Hanukkah hasn't even started yet. Of course, neither has Christmas. Technically, there's 12 days of Christmas that start on the 25th. So, yeah, but we're in the season, so we can do a little anticipation. Yep, gotcha. Is it an earthquake or simply the shock? Is it the good turtle soup or merely the mock? Is it a cocktail, this feeling of joy? Or is what I feel the real McCoy? Is it for all time or simply a lark? Is it Granada I see or only Asbury Park? Is it a fancy not worth thinking of? Or is it at long last love? Is it an earthquake or simply the shock? Is it the good turtle soup or merely the mock? Is it a cocktail, this feeling of joy? Or is what I feel the real McCoy? Is it for all time or simply a lark? Is it Granada I see, or only Asbury Park? Is it a fancy not worth thinking of, or is it at long last love? Or is it at long last love? A Cole Porter composition. So now we know Hanukkah starts this Thursday, the first night at sundown, I guess, and then it ends on Friday evening. Oh, so that's Thursday, let's see, from evening, sundown, and then to sundown Friday. Okay, gotcha. 24 hours roughly. Yep. Another Sinatra song I really like was when he was with Antonio Carlos Jobim for that TV concert. They also recorded an album. And he did this Irving Berlin song. Oh, 8 Days. Oh, 8 Days, okay. All right, we'll see what we're learning here. You come to Steve's virtual piano bar and you learn some culture here about Hanukkah. It lasts for 8 days, starting this Thursday and then going for all week until the following Friday evening. There we go. Now we know. Israel Berlin wrote this song, Irving Berlin. Change partners. Murray's right here. Must you dance every dance with the same fortunate man? You have danced with him since the evening began. Won't you change partners and dance with me? Must you dance oh so close, with your lips touching his face? Can't you see I'm longing to be in his place? Won't you change partners and dance with me? Ask him to sit this one out, and when you're alone, I'll tell the waiter to tell him he's wanted on the telephone. You've been locked in his arms ever since heaven knows when. Won't you change partners and then you may never have to change partners again. Hello to Aaron, my son, in Flagstaff, Arizona, and my granddaughter Rhea. Hi, Rhea. Miss you. Ask him to sit this one out, and when you're alone, I'll tell the waiter to tell him he's wanted on the telephone. You've been locked in his arms ever since heaven knows when. Won't you change partners and then you may never have to change partners again. You may never have to change partners again. Well, the Sandner family in Flagstaff is all watching. Amber and Aaron and Rhea, thanks for tuning in, you guys. Listening to the old guys' musical performance. That's cool that you guys are here. My son Aaron is a piano technician at Northern Arizona University. Takes care of all those really world-class grade Steinway pianos that the artists come from Europe and all over the world to play concerts there. Yeah, they are pretty fussy, Aaron tells me, but he keeps them happy, so that's good. And Ray is my granddaughter. She's, gosh, is she going to be, is she 15 already? No, you can't be 15. Are you 15 years old? Wow. Yeah, I think it is. I think you are. And I haven't told Aaron or Rhea or Amber, hi Amber, that I'm staying on in Michigan for January and February. I don't know if I've told hardly anybody yet. So just going to kind of lay low during this this stuff that's going on out there. So, but we're here to have some fun, and I'm going to do a Duke Ellington tune here. Anaya, you're welcome to dance. A cigarette holder, which wigs me over shoulder. She digs me out catting that swinging satin down. Okay, you guys, try your hand at dancing. Baby, shall we go? Okay, amigo, go for skipping. Speaks Latin, that satin doll. She's nobody's fool, playing it cool as can be. I'll give you the world, I ain't for no girl catching me. Switcheroonie, telephone numbers. You know I'm doing my rumbas with Uno and that and my satin doll. Cigarette holder, which wigs me over her shoulder. She digs me out catting that satin doll. Now, baby, shall we go out skipping? Careful, amigo, you're flipping. Speaks Latin, that satin doll. She's nobody's fool, so I'm playing it cool as can be. I'll give it a whirl, but I ain't for no girl catching me. A switcheroonie, telephone numbers. You know I'm doing my rumbas with Uno and that my satin doll. And that my satin doll. Going from Duke Ellington to Hoagie Carmichael. Time for a little ballady love song. I see Aaron and Amber are on separate channels. Is that right? Yeah, Amber's on Facebook and Aaron's on YouTube. You can't see Aaron's messages if you're on Facebook, or vice versa. You can't see that. I'm still working on a way to get all the chats together, but you know, they have competing companies here who, you know. But I can see both because I got a little app that does that. Anyway, Hoagie Carmichael wrote this beautiful song about a skylark. You're very welcome, Naya. Skylark, have you anything to say to me? Can you tell me where my love can be? Is there a meadow in the mist where someone's waiting to be kissed? Skylark, have you seen a valley green with spring, where my heart can go a journey over the shadows and the rain to a blossom-colored lane? And in your lonely flight, haven't you heard the music in the night? Wonderful music, faint as the will-o'-the-wisp, crazy as a loon, sad as a gypsy serenading the moon. Oh, Skylark, I don't know if you can find these things, but my heart is riding on your wings. So if you see them anywhere, won't you lead me there? Flight, haven't you heard the music in the night? Wonderful music, faint as the will-o'-the-wisp, crazy as a loon, sad as a gypsy serenading the moon. Oh, Skylark, I don't know if you can find these things, for my heart is riding on your wings. So if you see them anywhere, won't you lead me there? Yes, the great Hoagie Carmichael wrote that song, right, Murray?
Yeah, that's right, Steve.
Yep. Murray agrees with me. This is Murray the Moose. He lives up here in northern Michigan, right? Kind of near Vanderbilt, right? How's the weather been? Pretty good this winter. Not too bad of a harsh winter, right?
No, not too bad.
Yeah. See? Well, say hi to all the people out there. You can wave. He's waving. It's getting to be that time, right, Miles? It's about time for a little. I'm going to play one more song though, and this is from the musical Guys and Dolls, and the music was written by Frank Lesser, and not only did Frank Lesser write all the music and lyrics to the musical Guys and Dolls, he also, a Christmas song. Yes. You're going to have to stick around for this song, and I'll do the Christmas song right after this one, okay? So you have to stay a little longer. You have to delay your dinner a little bit. Okay. Is that Rhea typing or is that Aaron typing? I bet it's probably Rhea. You know what I'm going to do, because that's what I used to do at the piano bars. If somebody requests a song, that would trump everything I was planning to do. But I am going to do this Frank Lesser song after I do, it's called the Christmas song, Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, folks dressed up like Eskimos, everybody knows, a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh, and every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering the simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Though it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh, and every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Though it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas to you. All right, Merry Christmas, everybody. And Happy Hanukkah, starting tomorrow night, going for 8 days. Christmas starts on the 25th, going for 12 days. And but we tend to kind of get into the celebration earlier, before Christmas, which is I don't know if that's kosher or not. miles, but this is a song from Guys and Dolls, and as I said, Frank Lesser wrote the words and music to the entire musical, Guys and Dolls. Not only did he write the entire words and music, he also wrote the script for Guys and Dolls, and he gets credit for writing all three. So that is actually a very unique achievement in the world of American popular music and theater. Frank Lesser, what an amazing feat that was for him to write all that. And Guys and Dolls is one of the great musicals of all time. So, and this is a song called "If I Were a Bell," and it has one of my favorite lyric phrases. When somebody asks me what is my favorite lyric phrase in any popular song, this is the one that I tell them. It's, if I ask me how do I feel now that we're fondly caressing. If I were a salad, I'd be splashing my dressing. I don't know why. It's just very creative. So anyway, if I were a bell. Reverb. After this, I'm going to have a glass of wine. Ask me how do I feel now that we're cozy and clinging. Well, all I can say is, if I were a bell, I'd be ringing. From the way that we kiss tonight, that's the way I've got to behave. If I were a lamp, I'd light, and if I were a banner, I'd wave. Ask me, how do I feel now that we're finally caressing? Well, if I were a salad, I'd be splashing my dressing. If I were a watch, I'd be popping a spring. And if I were a bell, I'd go ding dong, ding dong, ding. Now that we're cozy and clinging, all I can say is if I were a bell, I'd be ringing. From the way that we kiss tonight, that's the way I've got to behave. Where if I were a lamp, I'd light, and if I were a banner, I'd wave. Ask me, how do I feel now that we're fondly caressing? Well, if I were a salad, I'd be splashing my dressing. If I were a watch, well, I'd be popping a spring. And if I were a bell, I'd go ding dong, ding dong, ding. If I were a bell, I'd go ding dong, ding dong, ding. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, Steve's virtual piano bar. Steve's going to take a little break, and due to musicians' union rules, not really. There's no rules anymore. It's the Wild West. So, but anyway, I'm going to take a little break, have a little libation, And this one, I'm not a wine expert at all, but I went to Costco, and they had this for like $8 a bottle, and I thought, well, why not try that? It's cheaper than some of the others that I like. So it's called Apothic Red Winemakers Blend, and it's pretty good. I actually broke into it a little earlier yesterday. L'chaim. And Amy's got some interesting things about. Here, I'll put that on the screen. Oh, Robin and the Seven Hoods. Yeah. So here we go. Let's have a little break. Everybody get away from the keyboard. There we go. So cheers, everybody. And thanks for your comment, Amy. L'chaim, cheers, sante, slancha, and I'm forgetting something, but cheers, everybody. Yeah, Frank Lesser, fantastic songwriter. Sante. So it's been fairly mild, I think, so far this winter, although, winter officially comes on December 21st or whatever. Usually we have more snow in Michigan, I think, although this is the first time that I've been in Michigan this time of the year, for probably 20 years or something or so. But I'm enjoying being in Michigan. I'm going to be staying until the end of February now. I just decided a couple days ago I'll be staying in Michigan. Yeah, right. Frank Lesser's almost as good as Irving Berlin is my favorite American composer. And I'm here with my little background here. There's a Christmas tree back there that the owner, John, so generously acquired and put up. I helped him decorate it a little bit. And he collects Christmas lights. I think it's a hobby of his. He collects them all year. He says he buys Christmas lights when Christmas is over. As soon as Christmas is over, the lights go on sale, and he buys them. Hey, Donna Nelson and Brian, I assume, is there. Welcome to Steve's virtual piano bar. You're just in time for my break. Was Mark here? Mark Copeland and Ron Millman. And yes, I just got explained the wine here. I went to Costco, and they have like my favorite California Cabernets at a very, very good price at Costco. And but they had this one for $8. I thought, well, let me try $8, and it's very good. It's called Apothic Red, and it's a good bargain, a good value at Costco. The only problem with Costco is you walk in there thinking you're going to get a few things, and you end up spending a couple $100. Yeah. I mean, there's stuff that you need, and you stock up. That's what happens. But, well, welcome, Ron and Nancy, if you're there. And I have this background. This is the real background. I'm not using a green screen tonight. I asked your guys' opinion, whether you like the green screen background or the real background. And some of you said you like the green screen jazz club background better, and some of you said you like the Christmas decoration real background. So I'm going to use Christmas decorations, a little bit, and probably when Christmas is over, I'll go back to the green screen, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. And as long as I'm talking and blabbing here, don't forget that the Sinatra tribute Zoom concert is this Saturday night. you can check it out on my website, sandermusic.com, and you can find out all the information on that. There is an admission charge, and I've got to get a menorah. I know. Miles, do you have a menorah at your house during Hanukkah? Just curious. I have Miles and some of my other friends teach me about the Jewish culture. Miles especially taught me a little bit of Yiddish. You know, when he's in there setting up for his gig, he goes, "I'm just patchking around." I go, "What does that mean?" He goes, "Oh, that's Yiddish." So I learned a few things. So back to the... Oh, he has 3 menorahs? Okay. So don't forget, Hanukkah starts tomorrow night. It goes for 8 days. Christmas starts on the 25th, really, but we kind of celebrate early. It's that time of year. So, I think I'm going to do another Ellington song. Just a correction before I start the song. Hanukkah doesn't start until Thursday evening. Sorry. I was thinking today's Wednesday. Hi, Ron. Yes, I'm coming. My plan is to stay in Michigan for a couple more months for January and February. I miss a Saturday dance. Heard they crowded the floor. It's awfully different without you. Don't get around much anymore. Thought I'd visit the club. Got as far as the door. They would have asked me about you. Don't get around much anymore. Darling, I guess my mind's more at ease. But nevertheless, I stir up memories. I've been invited on dates. Should have gone, but what for? It's awfully different without you. Don't get around much anymore. Missed a Saturday dance. Heard they crowded the floor. Well, I'd be lonesome without you. don't get around much anymore. Thought I'd visit the club, got as far as the door. Well, I'd be lonesome without you, I don't get around much anymore. Oh, darling, I guess my mind's more at ease, but nevertheless, why stir up memories? I've been invited on dates, should have gone, but what for? It's awfully different without you. I couldn't bear it without you. It's awfully different without you. Don't get around much anymore. All right. I'm still kind of halfway on break. And, I've had comments every week that people cannot find the link for the tips. And I say, oh, well, that's okay. Tips aren't necessary. But yet, if people want a tip, I want to have the link there. So I am going to see if I can oblige them to give them an easy way to find the tip, if that's all right with you guys. It'll just take me a second here to do this. So I'll put the little link right here, and then everybody will be happy, especially me. And then on Facebook, I think I can do it. So excuse me for doing this, but I don't want people to not know where the tip link is. There, I've done my duty. Oh, thanks, Ron. Yeah, this was a gift from a friend of mine whose father was a World War II veteran, so I imagine this is like a tie from the, excuse me, I have the reverb on. This is a tie from the 50s, like an Art Deco type thing. It's kind of cool. It's kind of interesting design. So, maybe, I think I know what I want to do. Another Cole Porter song. When love comes in, takes you for a spin, ooh la la la, say magnifica. When every night your loved one holds you tight, ooh la la la, say magnifica. But when one day your loved one drifts away, ooh la la la, it is so tragica. But when once more she whispers, je t'adore, c'est magnifica. comes in and takes you for a spin. Ooh la la la. Say magnifica. When every night your loved one holds you tight. Ooh la la la. Say magnifica. But when one day your loved one drifts away, ooh la la la, it is so tragica. But when once more she whispers, je t'adore, say magnifica, say magnifica. The Chefmeister is in the house. Jim Scheffler is on the YouTube chat. If you're in Facebook, you won't see his chats, but he just made a nice comment. Here, maybe I can put it on the screen. Yeah, I think I can. There you go. Jim Scheffler is a trumpet player friend of mine from Chicago, and he used to come in to where I played in every place I played, really, but mostly at Sage's in Arlington Heights, Illinois. And sometimes he'd bring out his trumpet and sit in. And Jim Scheffler had a gig selling computer chips, computer stuff like that, something like chips. And you know that the Apple has come out with this new Mac, or Apple is making their own stuff. So I have to chat about that sometimes, because people are really raving about the new Mac laptop computers with their new computer chips and processors that are made natively with Apple. So it's kind of a cool thing that's happening in the tech world right now. And so thanks, Jim. Thanks for showing up. Thank you, Anne-Marie. So, wow, this is really going by fast. We've almost been going an hour now, and I think I'll just do a little. We've already had some snow in northern Michigan. Oh, I still have some wine left, by the way. So, hope everybody's enjoying the beginning of the Christmas season and the beginning of the Hanukkah season. And yes, Jim Scheffler says he was in the business of chips and board level computer products. I think the new Apple processor is called the M1. Is that right? And it's supposed to be very well integrated into the computer system and doing a very good job, with the exception of a few outlying programs that it doesn't jive with. But those are kind of odd. So, okay. Well, thanks, Miles. Thanks for coming, and thanks for showing up. And we'll see you on Wednesday. And Alan Bondar, more wine. Okay. I'm going to do whatever Alan says. I respect him enough that I will always take Alan's advice. I'm going to do a few more songs. So, thanks, Alan. I haven't done an instrumental yet tonight, so I'm thinking about doing an instrumental. I think I'm going to do the Ahmad Jamal song called Poinciana. Song of the Trees. Okay. Got a request for How High the Moon from Jim Scheffler. Let me put it on the screen to make sure people believe me. Yep. Somewhere there's music, how faint the tune. Somewhere there's heaven, how high the moon. There is no moon above when love is far away too, till it comes true that you love me as I love you. Somewhere there's music, it's where you are. Somewhere there's heaven, how near, how far. The darkest night would, if we would come to me too. Until you will, how still my heart, how high the moon. Somewhere there's music, how high the moon. Somewhere there's heaven, how faint the tune. There is no love when love is far away too, till it comes true that you love me as I love you. Somewhere there's heaven, it's where you are. Somewhere there's music, how near, how far. Darkest night would shine if you would come to me too. Until you will, how still my heart. Until you will, how still my heart. Until you will, how still my heart. How high the moon. How high the moon. The moon. Yeah. Okay, well, we're winding down. I think we're going to have a goodbye song here pretty soon. And that's, hey, Alan Bondar's still here. Thanks for hanging in, buddy. And you reminded me to have a little more wine. Just one glass. That's all it helps to, My rule is I don't have a drink before I perform. That's kind of a no-no. But once I play my first note, then it's okay. I don't know. I like ballads, so I might just play a couple of ballads to end it, or unless somebody has it. Oh, I know what I want to do. Somebody came on Facebook today and said, "What's your favorite Christmas movie?" And a lot of people, there were a lot of different movies, but very few people said what I consider the very best Christmas movie of all time. I don't think there's even any question. Is White Christmas, with all the Irving Berlin songs. So I'm going to do a song, "The Best Things Happen When You're Dancing," from the movie White Christmas. With Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye, Rosemary Clooney. Anyway, this is the dance scene when Danny Kaye starts having a little romantic approach to this very nice, beautiful lady who Bing Crosby and he came across in a nightclub. The best things happen when you're dancing. The best things happen when you're dancing. Things that you would not do at home come naturally on the floor. For dancing soon becomes romancing when you hold a girl in your arms that you've never held before. Even guys with two left feet come out alright if the girl is sweet. And if by chance your cheeks should meet when that's dancing, proving that the best things happen when you dance. The best things happen when you're dancing. Things that you would not do at home come naturally on the floor. For dancing soon becomes romancing when you hold a girl in your arms that you've never held before. Even guys with two left feet come out alright if the girl is sweet. And if by chance your cheeks should meet when dancing, proving that the best things happen when you dance. Oh, the best things happen when you dance. Yeah, that song is from the movie White Christmas, written by Irving Berlin. Well, thank you all for coming tonight. Every time we say goodbye, I just get high a little, or I die a little, and I wonder why a little. Why do we have to say goodbye? Well, it's inevitable. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching and listening. Steve's Virtual Piano Bar every Wednesday and Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. By the way, Frank Sinatra tribute coming up Saturday night, Saturday, December 12th. You can get the details on my website. There is an admission charge and all that. But I've already got a whole bunch of tickets already. People are coming to the Sinatra special Zoom concert this Saturday night, 6 days from now. And by the way, December 12th is Frank Sinatra's birth date. He would have been 105 years old. And I've done several Frank Sinatra tributes in the past. I did one in 2011 that is still on YouTube, and it's got 59,500 views. That's a lot. So, and I got some good comments on the YouTube post also. It's not on my YouTube channel, however. It's on Jazz at the Church YouTube site in Sedona, for the Sedona Church, St. Luke's Church in Sedona. If you check out my website, if you have any questions, just give me a text or call or email or whatever. Thank you for coming, and every time I say goodbye, I die a little. Ooh, that's kind of serious if you die a little. Well, it's very emotional. by the way, if you want to hear a great version of this song, Every Time We Say Goodbye, check out Ray Charles and Betty Carter. And they also did the quintessential version of Baby It's Cold Outside. The politically incorrect version of it, actually, but they really do an artistic version of Baby It's Cold Outside on the same album that they do this song, Every Time We Say Goodbye. Every time we say goodbye, I die a little. Every time we say goodbye, I wonder why a little. Why the gods above me, who must be in the know, think so little of me, they allow you to go. When you're near, there's such an air of spring about it. I can hear a lark somewhere begin to sing about it. There's no love song finer about how strange the change from major to minor. Every time we say Auf Wiedersehen, a biento, sayonara, goodbye. Thanks for coming, everybody. It's always a pleasure to have this awesome group and a few surprise visitors tonight. Jim Scheffler hasn't been here in a long time. Alan Bondar, nice to see you show up tonight. And the A-team, the regulars of Amy and Miles and Anne Marie and Ron Melman, thank you for showing up. Thanks, everybody. Aaron, my son, and his family. Amber, nice to see you. And Rhea, my granddaughter, 15-year-old granddaughter. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you this Wednesday night, and then don't forget the Sinatra special coming up Saturday. And I'm going to actually stay on for a little while. I'm going to play my video, which has I'm about due to have a new video, but here's the old video I have of some local scenes from around the neighborhood here. You can see the outside of my studio and the inside of my studio, and some other scenes from around the area. There's a little shot of New Year's Eve in Sedona last New Year's Eve, and some of my family who lives in Michigan. And anyway, I'm going to let that video run. And thank you all for coming. All right. Nice to see you. Here's the video.